The other day I was cutting up some boards, and one of you guys mentioned it to me that you should get yourself a sawhorse. I have this leftover materials from the sawmill. Today I'm just gonna make two simple sawhorses, and it is much easier than it looks. And yeah, I'm gonna take you through the process, and I just hope I remember some of the carpeting things I learned from school. I want to eyeball the material to see where it, how it leans or how it looks. And you can see on the material that I have some lines with some bark left, because this is the outer layer of the wood that it's been cut up. So, but that is no problem. I'm gonna take that away with a circle saw. Or maybe I should do it the other way around, to be honest. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, this is pretty much the same. Keep it simple. 15 degrees is a good rule of thumb to angle it. So I just take the circle saw and I adjust it to 15 degrees. Follow this line. It looks straight enough. Yeah, and just keep in mind that this is not the furniture. It's not going to be Japanese wood art in any shape or form. It's just going to perform as a good base for whenever I need to do cuts. And the 15-degree thing, you can easily check now with these cutoffs to see, and you can try to eyeball it if you're happy with 15 degrees or if you should put on more or lower. I think 15 degrees is absolutely perfect. And I will also angle the legs a little bit so it won't go straight down. It will be a little bit angled that way as well. And I have a couple of boards laying around. These ones are quite thin, It's probably not the best for legs. Yeah, this is just 18 millimeters. I will probably do that as a base underneath instead. But I also have this one that is, yeah, it's approximately 2.5 centimeters, 25 millimeters. I would rather have these for legs, and I can use this afterwards. But then it's all about just taking a speed square from the pivot, 15 degrees. Absolutely love these speed squares. They are fantastic. Highly recommend them. And I also want to cut the legs a little bit too long. I think I want it everything from 90 centimeters, but probably a meter tall. So I will make the legs 1 meter, and then I can adjust it. And then they need to be the same angle. So take the pivot point, approximately 15 degrees. Yeah. Now I need to adjust the angle on the saw again, down to 0. Something like that. And now with all the 4 legs cut, I need to take the legs in a little bit. I don't want them to be all the way out. So I will try to take them in just ever so slight. So I think 10 centimeter is a good ballpark. And here's a little tip. If you have screws like this is only normal deck screws. And if you don't want them to damage the wood or crack the wood when it goes down, just reverse it till it starts smoking. I don't understand why it works, but it does. Put it in reverse. Watch your fingers so you don't burn them. Maybe somebody is here smart enough to tell me why it works so good as it does, but yeah. It's a little bit tall, but a couple of centimeters off the leg, and this will work really well. Oh, come on. Yeah. This is probably the most important piece. Again, if anyone can tell me why reversing the screw until it starts smoking before you put it in won't make the board crack in the end. I can't explain it, but it works. Crazy, it's magic. So the length was a little bit high, so now I'm just going to try to take off a little bit of the extra length. That doesn't matter. Okay, was that even worse? You're never gonna stand on a even surface anyway, so it doesn't matter if it's a little bit wobbly. That's not the point. Now, the height for me is more than good enough. I don't want it to be too high, but I don't want it to be too low either, so I need to bend over all the time. So this is a perfect height. And that is approximately, yeah, pretty much dead on 90 centimeters. So now I'm going to take those thinner boards and I'm just going to somewhat eyeball it and then I'm gonna cut it clean, and then I'm gonna continue around the whole thing. That's that. But how far up do we go? What's that? Ah, a little bit off. Ah. Yeah, good enough. And now I'm gonna have on the last bit on each side just to make the legs don't go in and out when I use it. And the measure here should be within the same ballpark as on the other side. So I have 53 centimeters here. "53 centimeters here as well, and that is without doing anything, just relying on the angle here. So I would say that is quite a lucky coincidence. Or maybe I'm just skilled. This is more. So there you have it. Sawhorse I'm going to use for many upcoming projects, and this took me a little bit over 1.5 hours with all the filming as well. So now I'm going to build one more, and then yeah, that I'm not going to film.